You've probably seen crowdfunding campaigns online before. They tell the story of the campaign in words and pictures and videos and end with a call to action to pledge or donate.
By now, you're probably itching to put together your crowdfunding page. This part's actually pretty straightforward. Here's what you do.
So let's draft up the rest of the information we need for this page. We'll pick a category. This is not needed for all platforms, but we'll pick social enterprise. Next, our blurb or pitch. Now here's some real examples from successful campaigns. Note that they're all incredibly short and snappy, and they tell you what the campaign is about very succinctly. The idea here is that you want to get people excited to learn more about the campaign generally. In our example, we're going to say, we're going to reunite a refugee family that hasn't seen each other in 22 years. This is good because it's short, to the point, it explains what we're going to do, and it is the text that people will share on Facebook and Twitter and other platforms. Next comes our video.
Videos are a fantastic way of telling your story, and most good campaigns have them.
Oh, hi. We're going to go into more depth on how to create a crowdfunding video in another lesson. You don't need to be a film production genius to make a crowdfunding video. Just get your phone and some friends, maybe your beneficiaries, and tell your story to the camera. We're filming on a phone right now, and you can get free software for phones and computers that let you edit your video together and get it up to YouTube really easily. Remember, high production value doesn't matter. You're not making a Hollywood blockbuster. Just tell a personal story in a way that matters to your core believers and their friends.
Now we get to the main part of the campaign page. However you do this, tell a good story.
The format goes like this. We've got the broad context of where we're working, the specific problem that we're working on, the solution we're bringing to fix that problem, and then the ask, which is why we need your help to get this to happen. We start with the context because we want the campaign and the audience to understand in what area we're doing the work. Many of your supporters already know this stuff, but it gets them into the right frame of mind to understand what you're doing. You don't need a lot of stats and figures here. It should just be a couple of sentences long. Now we explain the problem in that context. There's something that's broken, or there's an opportunity to do something better. You could tell the story of someone who's experiencing the problem you're about to solve. Again, keep it short.
Make sure you explain the issue on its own terms before you explain your solution to it.
Next, the fun bit. We get to explain what we're going to do about it. Again, keep it simple and specific, and don't use any non-profit buzzwords.
Seriously, no buzzwords. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
When you're talking about your solution, don't be afraid to speak a little bit about how this is going to make a really big difference. This is your soapbox moment, but make sure that you keep it human and relatable.
The more real you can make the story, the better. If you're building something, show them a sketch of what it's going to look like. If you're running a program, show them a photo of the last time you did it. You want people to picture in their head what your solution looks like.
Next, like any good pitch, we need an ask or a call to action. Be crystal clear on how much you want to raise and what you are going to do with those funds.
You don't need a line-by-line budget. You just need to give people enough detail so they know where their money's going.
So we might say, in the area of country X, there is a big problem with Y. The problem these people face is Z, and what we plan to do is help them through intervention ABC. The project description or story is the bulk of the campaign page, and you're going to want a bunch of pictures and information in there. You're going to spend a lot of time working on this, getting it right. Now, we get to define some perks.
Perks are rewards that your supporters get for donating. That means they get something tangible back for giving to your campaign. Think about how fun shopping for shoes is, and imagine if you could bring that into your campaign.
Describe what they are, add some nice pictures into your story, and explain to the audience how unique they are. For example, $25. Have a coffee with a founder. Realistically, you should have won your audience over before you even start talking about perks, so they're not making the same cost-value judgments that they would with a personal purchase. Now, there are some personal details that you need to add to any crowdfunding platform, such as, are you taking donations as an individual or on behalf of an organisation? This is all pretty obvious, it's in the template. By now, you should have drafted up a rough copy of all of the information necessary to get this campaign online, but some things will be blank or incomplete. This is your chance to share this document with your team and work on it all together. And that's it. You now have all the information you need for your crowdfunding page. Now it's just style and branding. Keep it upbeat and personal. Giving is awesome. You don't have to guilt people into it.
Putting stuff online is actually quite easy. The hard part is figuring out if you've got the right project for crowdfunding and how to market it.
Wow.